Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to add domain services roles to Windows Server. Let's get started. So I have my server here running. So first of all what we're going to do is it's a fresh installed server. First of all what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename that server. So in order to do that I'm just going to click on this folder. I'm going to right click on this PC, go into the properties of that, and as you can see here computer name is Win something, so I'm going to change it for something that I can remember easily. So change settings, I'm going to click on the change settings, and then I'm going to click on the change here. I'm going to change the computer name. I'm going to change it to, let's say, DC-1. DC-1 is data center 1, and then I'm going to click OK here and say so you must restart your computer to apply these changes. I'm going to say yes, okay, and then I'm going to close this here. At this point it's asking to you must restart it. I'm just going to do it restart later. For the reason is I'm going to have to assign a static IP address on this server in order to make this as a domain to also. So what we're going to do is I'm going to close this one now, close this now. You can go easily to the change adapter setting by on this here network area here. I'm going to right click this. I'm going to open network and sharing center, and then click on this change adapter setting, and then select this Ethernet 0 and right click it, go into the properties of that and check that, click on that, highlight the TCP IP version 4, and then click on properties. We are in the properties area. We're going to assign static IP address to this. So I'm going to click on this here. I'm going to assign static IP address 100 0 0 200 100.0.0.0 and the subnet mask I'm going to put a 24-bit mask here, and the default gateway I'm going to put as 100 0.0.1. Then what I'm going to do is I'm here at the DNS area, preferred DNS server. I'm going to put the loopback address of this server 127.0.0.1, and then I'm going to click OK here and then close it. I'm just going to make sure of the IP address here, cmd ipconfig 200 IP address 10.0.0.200 with 24-bit mask and default gateway here. Just going to see /all. DNS server also loopback address of that. So I have assigned the static IP address also for this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart this server. Restart. I'm just going to say other planned, continue. Now the server is up. I'm going to log in. And then I'm going to click on the server manager here. It's going to take a while. As you can see, the bars keep moving. It's going to take a while. Now the server manager is up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on that add roles and features here, and then this says before you begin, this wizard helps you to roll. So we're just going to click next here, and then this is a role based or feature based installation, or is a remote desktop service installation. This is a role based or feature based installation. So I'm going to click that, I'm going to check that, and then I'm going to click on next here, and then it's on the DC-1 with an IP address. We made these changes, right? DC-1, we created this, we changed this server name to DC-1, and then we create this static IP address to 10.100.0.0.200. Oops, here I mean to make a 10.0.0.200 IP address, but I made 100 dot. So let's go and fix that first. So what we're gonna do is here I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna click on this, right click, go into the sharing area, change adapter setting, Ethernet, right click, go into the properties and IPv4 properties. I meant to put 10.0.0.200, but I put 100 instead of that. Okay. Yeah, here too I meant to be 10.0.0. So it's good now. Close it. Close this and close this one too. And then let me go and see ipconfig. 10 dots, good. So now what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna click on the add roles and features, and then I'm gonna click on next here, role based, next. You see the DC-1 with, what is this here? It should be okay. Click on next here, and then Active Directory Domain Services, ADDS, that's what we're going to choose here, the roles area, and then it's going to add features that are required for Active Directory Domain Services. We're going to click on add features, and then as a default it's already selected some of them. So that's what we want. We want that Active Directory Domain Services, and then I'm going to click on next here, and then features here. We need the group policy feature, and the group policy management is already checked. So click on next here, and then Active Directory Domain Services. Things to note, it's okay. Let's just click on next here, and then it says restart the destination server automatically if required. I don't want it to restart automatically. I want to click on install here, and then it's going to take a while to install this. Now the configuration required installation is succeeded on DC-1. So we're going to close here, and then you see that notification, the flag here. I'm going to click on that, and then we're going to promote this server to a domain controller. So I'm going to click on that there. Okay, here. It's select the deployment operation. This is add a new for us. This is a new for us. So I'm going to put up a name here for the root domain name. I'm going to put thiru my name dot. It's a local server, so I'm thiru.local, and then I'm going to click on next here, and then Windows Server 2012 for us functional level and the domain functional level, and then it needs a directory service restore password here. So I'm going to put the password here. and this is the main domain name server here. Click on next here. A delegation for this DNS server cannot be created because the authoritative parent zone cannot be found. So that's okay. You can ignore that message. Click on next here. It's going to verify a net bias name. So basically it will find automatically. It's found it true for that. So we'll leave it as that. Click on next. And then we will leave that default database folder, log file, and the sysvolume folders. And then we'll click on next here. And then this is all the summary it will show you here. You can view the script if you wanted to do it through the PowerShell. So I'm going to click on next here. Yes, prerequisites need to be validated before Active Directory domain services it's installed on this computer. It's going to verifying prerequisites for domain controller. So everything is good. I'm going to click on install here. So it's going to install the domain services. So it's installed. This server was successfully configured as a domain controller. It's going to sign out, and then it's going to restart that server. Now we are at the server manager area. We're going to verify that we installed um, the domain controller. First of all, we're going to go and see that the name we changed for this this server. I'm going to go into this, click on this. I'm going to go into the right click, and we're going to go into properties here. And then you see that name is changed to DC-1 that we changed earlier. And then the full name of this computer is DC-1 Thiru.local. That's a domain name is Thiru.local. Also, what we're gonna do, we're gonna see that we installed tools. We're going to see Active Directory users and computers. I'm gonna click on that. And you can see our domain is installed and configured. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please subscribe my channel for more videos, and I will see you again on the next one. Thank you.